Hello there world, my name is Matt, and today you're going to be making food with me. I'm going to be teaching you how to do some different types of food throughout the course of the series. The main point of this show is to teach whoever wants to learn how to make really quick, easy, efficient meals at home, more healthy than what you're probably going to get outside the home, but still nice and cheap and quick so that it doesn't feel like you're spending a whole bunch amount of time slaving over a stove. These are all foods that you can get cheap, very few ingredients, and it's not going to be a whole hassle every single time you want to make a meal. Let's get started, shall we? The first meal that we all really know how to make besides breakfast cereal is a sandwich. And you probably already know how to make a sandwich, but I'm going to give you some tips and tricks as to how to make a better sandwich. Now you're probably asking yourself, Matt, you're saying the word sandwich, but I understand it as the word sandwich, and I'm going to tell you right now that that is 100% absolute bullshit. A sandwich is what you pay $10 for at a restaurant, and a sandwich is something delicious, homemade, that you can do yourself, and it does not cost you that much money. They are very similar, yes, but one of them is made by a factory robot and the other one is made at home with love. So the first part of making any sandwich is the bread. You can use any type of bread you want. You can use white, wheat, sourdough, pumpernickel. You can use a bagel. You can even use a tortilla if you want. I really don't care what you use as long as it is bread-like. I'm going to use this white bread. It's milk and honey style, which is very delicious for a sandwich. And let's go over some toppings. You can have whatever toppings you want in a sandwich, but the cornerstone is really meat and cheese, as we all know. So just like the bread, you can use any type of meat you want, any type of cheese you want. Experiment, play around. I'm just gonna do my thing and help out along the way. Condiments. Now the classic sandwich has basically two different types of condiments. You got your mayonnaises and you got your mustards. I would like to throw a huge asterisk in here in the fact that people do make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in which you have no cheese, no meat, and just those two basic condiments. And yeah, go back to first grade if you want me to make one of those for you. I'm not gonna do it here at Making Food with Matt. So the mustard, I like to use basic traditional yellow mustard instead of that fancy Dijon stuff, and that's just my preference. You can do your thing, I don't care. And also mayonnaise. You got your mayonnaise, self-explanatory. So now let's get down to the brass tacks here, actually making the sandwich. I got my 2 pieces of bread, very easy. I'm gonna take mustard, shake it up a little bit. You don't want that nasty little vinegar piss to come out when you're doing your mustard for the first time. Lightly brush it, do a little bit there. Put that off to the side for a second. You don't want to get out the knife yet because you need the knife for the mayonnaise. That's right, you take a little bit of mayonnaise. I usually do about, I don't know, teaspoon maybe, tablespoon I think that is. I don't know the measurements, but you just do enough so you get a nice, light, even coating over the entire piece of bread. And depending upon what type of bread you're using will dictate how much you use depending upon the size of that piece of bread. With your knife that has a little bit of mayo still on it, very important to keep that mayo on there, that's how you want to spread the mustard. The magical thing about mayo and mustard is that they marry so well together on sandwiches that you want a little bit of your mayo in your mustard, and you want a little bit of mustard in your mayo. Make it like the peanut butter cups of sandwich condiments. Just a little bit, you want a little bit of, see that, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of yellow, you want that. So next step is you want to talk about your meats and your cheeses, right? So meats and cheeses, I personally like ham and turkey and roast beef. I'm going to be using some basic pre-cut Black Forest ham right here. You want to make it nice for yourself. You're making yourself a nice meal at home. You want to do this very nicely. So you don't want to just take a hunk of meat and just slap it on there. That's not what this is about. Now you want to take your meat and you want to, fold it up a little bit. You want to place it on the sandwich so you get equal parts of meat in every bite. Fold it up. I like to fold my ham. So you have a little bit of ham hanging out over here. A little bit of ham hanging out over there. You still get the most of it in the middle. You can kind of see right there what I'm talking about. Cheese, again, like I said, you can use whatever type of cheese you want. A lot of people like classic, kind of plasticky American cheese that comes in the individual wrappers, and that's fine. Like this stuff is okay. I'll eat it. Colby Jack, Marble Jack cheese. In my opinion, it is one of the best cheeses out there. So there you have it. That's meat and cheese and condiments and bread, the 4 biggest things that you need in your sandwich. But we're not quite done here yet, because you can also kick it to another level and you can add in some like vegetables. So for my sandwich today, I got some spinach. I like spinach a lot, so I got pretty much in every single meal I just toss in a handful of spinach. So I'm going to add some spinach onto my sandwich. Popular other types of greenery are romaine lettuce or iceberg lettuce. You can get any of those fairly readily available. And I'm also going to put in some red onion. I like adding red onions and spinach to pretty much everything I do, including sandwiches. But you can, I mean, like I said, you can make this your own. You can put, you can add in relish instead of the regular condiments to get some of that greenery in there, because relish, as we all know, is just pickles. You can add in pickles yourself. In conclusion, that's how you make a sandwich. Nice and easy. You put the one piece of bread on top of the other piece of bread with everything in between, and go to town. All those flavors put together, absolutely love it. A lot of cooking shows will tell you like a cocktail or a type of beverage to pair with the meal that you make. Glass of milk and sandwich. Nice, easy, quick. You can throw a bunch of stuff on there. Mix it with a side too, chips, something like that. Yeah, there you go. This has been another wonderful episode of Making Food with Matt. I really appreciate you sticking it out with me today. And come back next time where I'm going to teach you how to make another quick, easy, cheap meal at home.